Hello everyone. Hope you guys are doing all good. Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing well. So today I am going to be starting a brand new series. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking charge of Longwell Green Sports, the most local team to me in terms of this tier 10 database from the FM editor, which you can find in the description of this video. I'm about to start. All I've done so far is I've taken charge of Longwell Green, as you can see. Please do ignore this photo, it's awful, but I didn't have a better one on this PC. There's no need for me to do the tactics induction. Let's take a look at our club vision. Sign players under the age of 23 for the first team. That's not a problem whatsoever. Let me just turn this music down in my ears, it's a little bit loud. There we go. Okay, so that is the music sorted. And so our club vision, sign players under the age of 23 for the first team. They want us to get promoted from the Western League Division 1 by winning the league, second preliminary round of the Emirates FA Cup, the Build Base FA Vars reach the first round, and the Les Phillips Cup reach the third round. Let's take a look at this Western League Division 1. And we can so this is the division. So in here we've got Almondsbury, Ashton and Backwell United, Bishop Sutton, Bishop's Laird, Bristol Telephones, Colne, Cheddar, Corsham Town, Devizes, Hengrove, Leebeck United, obviously ourselves as Longwell Green. We've also got Oldland Arboretons, Portishead Town, Radstock, Sherborne, Warminster, Wells, Welton Rovers and Wincanton Town. If we go into the season preview, you can see that we are the new manager in the league. We have the best odds of getting promoted at 1 to 2, which is something that I didn't actually know before we started this. It's just going to be one of those things, isn't it? I mean, obviously, we've got a lot to do. Obviously, it looks like we were recently relegated from the division above, which looks like that would be... No, surely not. We've got a lot to do, though. So let's just accept that. Hopefully, we can advance and get promoted into the English Western Premier Division. This is part of their long-term objective. Obviously, we have Keynsham Town in here, which is the closest team to me, but obviously they are in Tier 9. They are not in Tier 10. So if we go back to our inbox then, let's move forward. Just checking, making sure that everything is running as it should be. Backroom staff have assessed the fitness. Jason Wood, our star player here, age 36. Annoyingly, that's in a position that I don't run. So I'm going to have a lot of issues with this, I think. Obviously, these are the standard transfers that have happened. Annoyingly, the one part of my face pack refuses to download, having switched over to this PC. So some of the images, like Nicolas Pepe, will be in there, but Harry Maguire and Eden Hazard are not, annoyingly. So let's first of all take a look at our finances. We are financial status okay. We've got a whopping 448 in the overall balance, but we've got a nice healthy wage budget of £1,890 per week. So that's not actually too bad. Let's take a look at the playing squad. Obviously, some of these guys aren't going to be the ones for us. Obviously, I'm going to be diving into the transfer market soon and trying to potentially replace some of these guys. I mean, obviously, there's not a huge wealth of ability here. Although saying that, 7s for dribbling, finishing, first touch and composure for a striker isn't actually too bad. I need you guys to tell me how many of these players are actual real people. How many of these people do you guys know? That's what I'm interested to know. Okay, so according to our assistant, this is the best team to play this formation, and as you can see, there's no attacking midfielders, there's no wingers. This is just an absolute nightmare. So I am going to clear this entire team. We're going to look at our staff. We've got an assistant manager. We can appoint a head of youth development and 2 coaches. Obviously, we've got nothing in the terms of recruitment. We have literally nothing, but we can have a director of football, chief scout, chief data analyst, and 2 additional scouts. We need to get a head physio. We need to get a physio. So let's, first things first, look at our assistant manager. Our assistant manager is our best player, and our only real player. Whilst I am a little bit against this, I am going to terminate Jason Wood's contract, and we are basically going to start completely from scratch. First of all, we will be doing a staff search, and we will try to fill in as many of these vacancies as humanly possible. So let's start off with a new assistant manager, and let's see what we can get in terms of rating. So this view is from FM Scout. You can find a link to it in the description of this video as well. So we've got Peter Roberts here, who's not actually too bad. Mitch Hansen, Fraser Donahue, Graham Easter, who actually looks pretty good. Really nice adaptability, nice mental attributes, but awful everywhere else. I think Peter Roberts is probably going to be the best option here. So let's offer Peter Roberts a contract. I want you to come in. £80 a week, that's all I can offer. Wow. Okay. This is going to be tough. Let's take a look at Mitch Hansen, see if he wants to come in. Looks like he wants £60 a week. £60 a week to come in and be our assistant manager. I will take that all day. Next thing I think we need a fitness coach to handle this load. Looks like there's one fitness coach who would be willing to join us, who has fitness of 2. I mean, come on, man. Let's come back to this then. Let's go for a goalkeeping coach to get right off the rip. There are goalkeeping coaches. 2s all across the board, some more 2s. And 3s. Okay, this is going to be tougher than I thought. Let's just go down the coach route. We're not going to be specific. Let's see then. Alex Pope, pretty good all across the board. Good determination, good levels all across the board. Let's see if I can pull him in. He is currently at Minehead, of course. I don't care about you being an under-18s coach, man. I'm going to walk away only because I don't want to pay compensation. Adam Evans, do you want to come in and be a coach at Longwell Green? Wants £70 a week. I'm going to end up spending more money on my coaching staff than I am on anybody else, I think. Again, Dean Simpson looks pretty good as well. I'm very much just worried about the first team coaching staff at current. Let's see if I can find anyone who has any ability when it comes to goalkeeping attributes. I think 15 is very generous. Is there anyone with 5s, I wonder? No one found. Anybody with 4s? Tony Battersby, you're still a player at 43 years of age. What are you like staff-wise? Not great. Again, this guy, Ian Barrado, not too bad. Let's see if I can get him in as a coach. Can you come in at 60? You can. Okay, so I think we've filled in the coaching team vacancies, although I think I get ahead of youth development. So we will clear that, and we will look for a head of youth development. There's some decent ones here by the looks of things. What? I mean, yeah. I can offer you 80. Yeah, he's having none of it. Not too bad again here from this guy. Again, wants a lot more in terms of wages than what I can actually offer. 4s and 3s, not too bad. 17 and 2s. Let's see if Matthew Wildig would be interested to come in. Head of youth development, £60 a week. Good. I'm actually happy with that. What can I have in terms of medical team? I can have a head physio and a standard physio. So I think that's probably the next port of call. Let's find ourselves a physio. 4 on physiotherapies, not great. 5 on physiotherapies, also not great. See, this guy would be good. However, what is the compo for him? And the fact that I can't afford anywhere near the wage that this man wants. Okay, it's going to have to be Gus. Even then, no, I don't want him to be the under 18s physio. I want this guy to be my physio. £55 a week, I'm happy with that. And this guy, because he's got a whopping 5, you can be my head physio. £60 a week for this guy. And hopefully that'll be the medical team sorted. So I can do director of football, which I'm not going to bother with at the moment. Chief scout, chief data analyst, and 2 more additional scouts, which is actually quite a lot, to be perfectly honest. It's a lot more than I would be anticipating at this level. Let's see. I'm going to have to do so much in terms of bringing in players, aren't I? Let's see. You are happy to come in as a scout, which is good. John Backstone. Some of these people are still players. That's partially the issue. I don't really want anyone who is a player. 3s, not too bad. What is Lee Worrell in terms of his staff attributes? I don't want you to be a player. He wants a playing role, and I just can't do that right now. So that is it in terms of scouts that I think I can pull in. Let's see if I can find a data analyst who would be willing to come. 3-2-2 on this guy, 3-2-2 on this guy. 3s all across the board on Jamie Long. Same with Tom Carroll. Let's give Jamie Long a go and see if he will come in as... That's in scouting, isn't it? Chief data analyst. Will you do £55 a week, my friend? Yes, you will. Okay, so that is some of the staff sorted. It's usually my first port of call. As I've already said, I set up our tactic. This is the same shape and same formation that I run whilst I am playing with Bath City in my started from the bottom series. I think it's going to work. Obviously, I've tested it in the National League South and all the way up, but I'm hoping that this is where the bodies in the centre of midfield will take control of this situation. Obviously, I don't have anybody. Jason Wood I've just released, obviously. I'm going to have to try and find myself all of these players, I think, because what have we got in terms of goalkeepers? We have 7 on handling, 6 on reflexes, and 8 on position. I actually don't think that's too bad. Got a 6, 6, and an 8. So, as it stands, I'd probably go down the route. Why can none of these players play this? Okay, no one is able to tell me what these players are. No suitable best roles for this position. Is that because no one can tell me because I don't actually have any staff? Could be. let's take a look and see what we do have in terms of players. Colin Brook, no, not liking the look of you really. Stuart Morgan, 5s. Angus Jeffers. Again, no one is really filling me with confidence here. I think I might have to change these guys off of being ball-playing defenders. That's not too bad. Chad Farkin seems pretty balanced all around. Let's see if I can put him in there for now. We've got Reece Morgan. See, we've got a lot of people who can play the attacking midfield roles, and that's just not a position that I run, to be perfectly honest. I'm quite impressed with this striker, Seeger. I am quite impressed. But let's see what we can find. Obviously, at this stage, there's so many players that are available and so many players that are willing to come to me, but we have the major issue of everyone being on a non-contract. Is there any goalkeepers out there who can do me 8s in all of these? I don't want that. I'm not having a goalkeeper with 20 eccentricity. Decent kick in. Scott Wardley and Tetley. Let's set the bar a little bit higher and potentially add in one-on-ones. Can you do 8s? Is there anyone who can do 9s in all those attributes? No, there's not. Okay, so these are going to be the best options. Ethan Dorr here. Not too bad. Decent concentration, 9 handling, 9 reflexes, 8 in the positioning. I actually quite like the look of that. I'm not too fussed about this guy, Felix Norman. Ten on reflexes, 9 on handling, decent across the board for that guy there, and Laurie Pearson to finish things off. I actually think Ethan Dorr is probably the best. Let's see. Oh, I've got to click through all this because it's a new game, isn't it? He wants to be our star player. Will improve the coaching team. I'm actually alright with that. Let's see. He wants a appearance fee. Yes, game. I'm aware of all this. Can I get you on that, my friend? I'm happy to give you a better clean sheet bonus if I can get you on a little bit of a lesser wage. So that looks like that could be the goalkeeper sewn up. Obviously, let's take a look now. Actually, I need central attacking midfielders, don't I? I need someone who can play this role. Ideally, I'd like them to be an attacking midfielder, so that limits me down to 3 already. Not too bad. Decent first touch, good passing again, good vision, good decisions. Quite like the look of this guy. 14 natural fitness as well. Jumping reach, he's only 5 for 8, so that's not as good. Let's not pigeonhole ourselves too much and say about the specific attacking midfielder role. Can I get someone who has a decent first touch, some good passing, technique and vision? And what if I say we're looking for 8s? Okay, so this pulls in some players here. Charlie, oh god, Cheklaz. Pretty balanced all across the board. Young attacking midfielder, don't mind the look of him too much. Vernon Francis at 35 years old, bit of an elder statesman. It'd be interesting to see what some of these players come out as. Charlie Lawrence as well. Ooh, okay, 18 natural fitness, 11 in terms of dribbling, 10 on technique. Yeah, okay. Charlie Lawrence, you sir. Yep, star player, that's fine. You come on in. Let's see what you want. Let's see if we can go down this route. If I can get him for under 100, I'd be really impressed with that. Okay. Looks like We've pulled in a central attacking midfielder as well. What if I drop them all to 7s? I'm kind of looking for someone else who's a bit standout, like... Yeah, here it is, Luke McCormack. Here he is. This could be good for us. £8 goal bonus. Yeah, you're buzzing for it. Come on in, man. Okay, I'm happy with this so far. I kind of want very similar for my central midfielders, although I'm not as worried about vision, so if I can squeeze these up a little bit. 10s, I'd be absolutely buzzing if we could get 10s. Look how good this guy is. What's wrong with Milo Hall? Release from West Brom. I've just had a thought. I need to take away those fees, don't I? Milo Hall looks good. Very good. I didn't even look at the others. I was just like, yeah, your class, get in the team. Unreal. Ben Clark. Again, another player who looks pretty good. Good determination as well. Is Milo Hall my one? Yeah, Milo Hall's the one. Let's try and figure out a starting 11. And then once we've got a starting 11, we can go from there. Let's take a look at the centre-back roles. So, in terms of centre-backs, I kind of want them to be able to mark, head and tackle with decent enough positioning. I think 9 isn't too optimistic. Okay, 9 is not too optimistic. Okay, not too bad. Cameron Eason, 10s, looks pretty good. Crabtree, good heading, really good marking, good leadership, 6'4". Aaron Crabtree, this is the guy. Unused substitute fee we're going to get rid of. Hopefully we don't have to. 34 is probably a little bit too old for me. Joshua Mambo, not too bad. Another centre half who's 6'4". In an ideal scenario, I'd pick centre backs who can move and pass the ball. However, to be honest, I don't think this is going to be what I'm going to have to go for. I mean, 8 passing at this level is going to be unreal. This guy's wanted by absolutely everybody. Tommy Hull, I'd actually probably let him come in and be my skipper. Unused substitute fee, as I've said, we are going to get rid of. Okay, that looks like that could be the centre-backs sewn up as well. Can I do the same for full-backs? Lee Bircham, 42, no chance. No chance. Okay, I'm not too worried about the heading for my fullback. So let's have a look at Danny Hutchins here. Again, not too bad. Cameron Eason we've looked at. Mohamed Hamza, okay, can actually play both sides, so could be a decent option. Although, I think Danny Hutchins is going to be the one. Let's see if I can knock him down salary-wise a little bit. How does that sound, Danny? 90. See, I'm more happy to give them less wages in terms of a match appearance fee, but then give them like a higher like clean sheet bonus or, you know, anything like that. Not too bad, that guy. Quite like the look of Razvan here. Not as much for this guy. Okay, well, we're going to offer Razvan a deal. He's wanted by... Is that Braintree Town I saw there as well? Will improve the coaching team. You can get rid of that. I never want to bring in people's former teammates. And let's call that a day there. Let's have one quick look for right and left midfielders. I just want you to be able to dribble and cross and pass. I think. I don't care if you're not that fast. Australian, 19 years old, good passing. Yeah, perfect. Costa Sparta, what a name as well. Yeah, he's just going to cost way too much, isn't he? Okay, well, we're going to have to knock this down. Okay, we'll take out passing. What does that give me? Terence Sadie. Looks decent, can play on both sides. Good pace, good off the ball. Not bad. Not so much for him. Max Hunter. Okay, Terence. Sadie, in you come, hopefully. Come on, dude. You can come down to 110. You know it makes sense. You know you want to join a team that are going to get promoted. Obviously, I could go about getting loans, and I will look into that for sure, but I'm trying to pick up as many of my own players as humanly possible at this stage. There's so many options. Cameron Gow doesn't look too bad, this guy. Former Peterborough guy. Jordan Clark, not so good. Reese Weeks, no. George Richardson, no. So let's see what Cameron Gow wants to do. £55 a week, good. Come on in, I'm happy with that. Let's have one final look for a centre forward. Ideally, they'd be an advanced forward, but just hit me with finishing and composure. Can we get 10s? We can get 10s. 10s pull up a decent amount. You look good, but I'd have to pay some compensation for you. Stephen, no, you're too old. 1 in terms of stamina. 1. Odyssey, Spyrise. Some of these are quite good. I'm quite liking the determination on Bollard here. Tim Cook, no. Let's see what Dylan Bollard is gonna do. He's wanted. Who else was that? Did I see Bristol in there? Bristol. Manor Farm. Ah. Okay, well, we're gonna offer these contracts to these people and just see what happens. Training schedule, who cares? I've got no other staff. I'm going to have to take charge of things for now. But this is so awkward because I really don't want to do these friendly matches. So I need a not pre-season, I need a assistant manager as soon as humanly possible. Cool. Thanks. We have no strengths, we have no weaknesses. Thank you, Terry Carter. I don't know if that is the Longwell Green Sports chairman. Obviously, we've got no players. Oh, so much to do in this save. Training induction. Well, I'm going to have to do everything, aren't I? Let's attend this press conference. Very excited, massive club, no reservations. I don't think age is important. Okie dokie. Martin Grimshaw is a favourite of many. Have you met the players yet? No, because I have no players. This is the issue. Have you met the players yet? No, absolutely not. God, this is the longest interview I've ever done. Under 23s. I can't quick pick because I've got no assistant manager. Right, okay. Let's just chuck some of these guys in here for now. Let's put Martin in. Let's put Reeves at left mid. Crawford. And Holloway. We'll just have to do this for now. I wonder how far up the tree I can go and get players in on loan. Come on. I don't even know who I'd want from this Bath team. Probably Wiles Richards in goal, maybe. Okay. Well, we will submit the team for this game. Oh man, like, I don't care. I don't care what our under-23s play. Sure. So let's have a keeper. This is a massive opportunity for some of these guys to stand out and see how they get on. Because obviously, come on, Brunt, in you go. Some of these guys could potentially make it into this team. At this point, anyone could make it into this team. Let's give Carl Monday a go up top. And I have no one who can play central attack midfield, so Ashton and E. Jordan. Yeah, sure. Okay, so this leads me to believe I can get an under-23s manager. Okay, let's quickly get an under-23s manager. So I need a manager who is going to Why is it not letting me search? Oh, let's just get this game out of the way. I don't care. We need staff. I hate doing all this stuff myself. The teams are warming up. Here we go. Shellards Road, Longwell Green. I have no assistant, so this is your chance to win a place in my team. Let's go to the dressing room of the other team and say, go out there and show me what you got. This is going to be interesting. Matt Crawford has scored. Let's drop that down and zoom that all the way in. So Matt Crawford, again, a decent little player, has opened the scoring for Longwell Green against Longwell Green's under-23s. I can assure you guys I will not be doing all these friendlies. There's just way too many of them. I need to start, that's another thing I completely forgot to do, I need to start putting in friendlies against higher rated teams, get as much money in as possible. But this is going to be the best. He's surely offside. Yeah, this is going to be the most interesting thing about this series. Obviously, I've got a decent amount of stuff to worry about. At the moment, I've got to take care of every stage of the club, and obviously, every part of this series will be live on YouTube. So it's going to be an interesting challenge. I mean, obviously, pre-season's nothing to go by, of course, but we are expected to get promoted. That's all I'm going to say. Colin Brook, what are you like? Not too bad. Not too bad. I mean, I'm actually quite impressed that the team scoring set pieces actually doing pretty well. Let's go to the under-23s. We need to show more fight out there. Let's get it going. Hey Ash, welcome to the chat. How's it going, man? Hope you're doing well. As you live sort of in this vicinity as well, do you know any of these players? Or anyone at this level? Be very interested to see if anyone can give me any suggestions of players to pull in at this level. Oh, it's almost our third set piece there, just before the hour. Morgan with the corner in. Out to Holloway. Is he going to do anything? Goes all the way back. Oh, love that pass out to the wing there with no one around. Ashton is injured, so Brett Reeves, fancy a run out in the central attacking midfielder role? Why not? Lewis Foyle's got a knock. Good lord, everyone's falling like flies. Ash, I don't know if they are real, to be perfectly honest. I'd like to think they are, given the effort that's gone into the database to get it at this sort of level. Oh, we've got a penalty. Matt Crawford will take the penalty. Under 23's not really filling me with a lot of confidence here. Crawford steps up, rifles it past him. That's 3-0. That's the start of pre-season. Off to a flyer. Oh, here we go. Is this the first chance of the under 23's? Brett Reeves! Are Hengrove Athletic in the same league? That is a very good question, Ash. Let's have a look. Western League Division 1. Yes, they are. Who do you know for Hengrove, my man? Is it Bobby? Let me know. I can always come back to this after this game. Yeah, so the under 23s have scored. Under 23s coming back into this a little bit. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, does it? I mean, Craig Parsons. Ash, I'll take a look at him after this game. It's almost over now. Reese Morgan there with the goal for us. He's just average though. This is the thing. Like some of these players that I've offered contracts to or offered deals to are just infinitely better. I'm going to have to really look at this. Obviously, squad depth is going to be pretty good, and obviously I'm not paying anybody a wage, so actually getting as many players in, as long as I'm not having to pay them, it doesn't really matter. I've just realised I've only made 2 subs. I should have probably done a bit more than that. So the actual first team, very pleased for your first performance, well done. Go to the others, and I am going to say unlucky, it wasn't to be. I don't want to keep going for the under 23s, so I'm going to have to try and figure out a manager for that as soon as humanly possible. We cruise to victory. Hopefully this is some of my staff coming in. Scouting I am going to do anyway. Newcastle Town have offered a contract to Luke McCormack. Well, we've already done that. Glossop. Glossop North End. Obviously I can go into some of these clubs and just take their best players. Okay, so we have our first member of staff join in. I'm going to ask all these players to recommend people, all these staff members to just chuck names my way, and then we can see, here we go, here come the players. Chief Data Analyst, Head of Youth, another physio, Scout. Another scout. Fullback. Here we go. Getting some players in. Kyle Moore. Dead player. Do not want him in goal. Obviously we've got some staff members now. I still need more. Let's ask everybody to recommend a sign-in to me. 5-star. Look at this guy. Danny Hutchins. I've got a right back. What position to sign. As long as he can take a throw in. Delighted to welcome Danny. Well done, Danny. Certainly hope so. I have a great respect for Danny. Of course I do. Right. Craig Parsons, says Ash. No results found, unfortunately, my dude. It's a bit disappointing, especially, you know, because obviously we live in this area. You'd like to think that there'd be a decent amount of people. Here we go. Here's where people start offering their services then. Connor Moore. That's not a position that I run someone in. Rob Evans. Why are they rating these people so highly? 94 rated. He's awful. Yeah, Ash, it's got to be in there. Which is, in a way, is kind of positive because I don't want anyone from Longwell Green coming round and knocking on the door and being like, "Yo, what are you doing? why have you sacked me?" I don't want players in these positions, though. This is the issue that I've got coming forward here. 96 rated by the scouts. Okay. So I still have room for an assistant manager. Let's see if... it's because it broke down before. I still need an assistant manager, you know. This is what I like to see, though. Best in all of these areas. Everything's going to be led by me, isn't it? Pretty much. Adam Evans coming in, just doing the one thing. I'll take me off of that. Is this skeezer with the 4s for the goalkeepers? It is. You go on goalkeepers, mate. I will cover the rest. That's not too bad. I'm not actually too disappointed with that. But I've still got an assistant manager to bring in. So, staff search. And I need... let's just try and get someone who would come in and do our under-23s as well. Dave White, not too bad. Ben Barlow. Why is it organised then by that, I wonder? 14 for working with youngsters is probably good enough. Yeah, let's go with Dave White then. I want you to be my under-23s manager. Take that off my hands, please. Now, first team assistant manager. See, this is so tough. Like, some of these guys want, like, so much more money than I can offer at the moment. Is there someone who can hit me with some motivation? 8? Graham Easter. I did look at Graham Easter, I'm sure I did. Love the 1s. Judging player ability, 1. Judging player potential, 1. Fraser Donahue, Frank Richmonds, and Riley, no. You know what? I think it might have to be assistant manager. £60 a week for the assistant manager. Friendlies. Got to get more friendlies. Friendlies. Let's take a look at the schedule. Who are we playing? Let's jump into the calendar. Arrange a friendly. Right. Let's get as many in as humanly possible. What does that fee for Bath doesn't really make it worth it. What happens if I go Western Supermare? Right, okay, I'm just gonna have to get... Right, we'll play Barnet, sure. Let's say we will play... Reckon we could get Gloucester for nothing, income 0. Dagenham and Redbridge offers us £300, is probably not worth. Wealdstone, £800 to make 100, yeah, sure, why not? Let's arrange another one. Who will play on the Tuesday? Making £600 off for playing Bury? We're about that. We are about that. Looking to see what we can do there. Let's try and chuck one in here as well. I don't want to play Bury twice. I just want to bring in as many bigger teams as humanly possible just to make some cash. I don't want to play anyone that week. Almost bonus. Yeovil. Yeah, we'll play Yeovil, 100%. Right. Hopefully, that will pull us in a decent amount of things and hopefully cash. Yeah, so I could have skipped that game. However, I didn't realise that I fired my assistant manager before that game. So, moving forward, the assistant manager will be doing all of my friendlies. Headphones, just having a little bit of a moment. Right, okay. Leeds friendly matches. Like, I don't care who does it. I just want someone to do it. I don't really care who. So hopefully, Cheltenham Saracens, we do not need to play. 2-2 draw, looks like we're the better team. Friendly invitations accepted. So Barnet, Wealdstone and Bury have accepted. Get all of those in. Yeovil also accept as well, so that should be a nice little earner in pre-season. As you can see though, it is getting littered with games. I wonder how long it's going to take for some of these players to come back to me as well. I've already pulled in the right back, of course. No. Outgoing development loans, backroom staff, plan general training, backroom. Yeah, I don't want to touch the youth team. I'm surprised that Longwell Green have a youth team. I wonder, can I... Just tried to ask for a senior affiliate and he was just like, no, get out. Truro is a tough game. Yeah, it will be, Ash, it will. He's quite good, but he's not as good as my right back. And again, that goalkeeper's not too bad. To be honest, it all depends on who comes in and who joins the club. Like, obviously, I've asked for so many players to come in. Okay, so Tommy Hull, the centre-back, is coming in. Another 5-star calibre player. The striker, Dylan Bollard, is in as well. We're starting to pull the team together. We're actually starting to get players. Yeah, another 5-star. Crabtree. The other centre-back is here. Cameron Gow. Crabtree, another 5-star. Everyone's absolutely buzzing with these boys that are coming in. Razvan. Oh, he wants to join us. Happy days. Right, okay, well, let's clear this, clear the entire team selection. So we can chuck Gow there. Bollard up front. We've got a left back, we've got a right back, and we've got 2 centre backs. Let's take a look. I'm happy with that defensive line. Obviously, they need a goalkeeper to play behind them, and I'm not fully finished with the rest of this team yet, but happy so far. I mean, obviously, there's so many more players that I could bring in. There's so many more players in the game. Beaten but not disgraced. 5-0 loss at home to Barnet. That's what pre-season's going to be. Just getting absolutely stuffed every game. But okie dokie. Under 23's manager, good. Goalkeeper, attacking midfielder. This guy agreed terms with Newcastle Town. That's fine. Milo Hall. Assistant managers here. Another 5-star, 5-star, 5-star. I don't know if it's because these members of staff can't judge players. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Let's put Dewey in goal. Milo Hall. Ooh. No, we definitely want to leave that as a deep line playmaker. Milo Hall. This guy looks unreal. Unreal. Regional Premier Division level. That's so many tiers above me. I'm not even going to figure out how many that is. And then Charlie Lawrence. So we are getting there. We've got like 9 of our starting 11 now. Obviously, these guys are all ludicrous in terms of their levels and stuff. Let's see. 8's all across the board for this guy. I'm going to offer him a contract. Martin, you can play there. You can play there, but I don't know if I want him to play there, you know? So I still need a central attacking midfielder. I still need a right midfielder. And then I need options, basically. What was this goalkeeper like? Probably not the worst as an understudy. So, back to trying to find players. Obviously, I'm getting recommendations here and people offering their services. Not a fan of that. 37, no. No. Right, okay. Okay. Let's go back to the attacking midfielder. What do I want them to be good at? I kind of just want passing and long shots, to be perfectly honest now. Let's see if I can get 10s for both those attributes. No. 9s? Yeah, you're not quite as good as I'd like. I swear I looked at this Sam Ives earlier. Bang average, Harry Horton. He's got a photo in this face pack, hooray! Get Ronaldo on a free, says Jack. Yeah, good one. I don't even think... That's a good shout, Ash. Let's take a look at Brislington. Senior squad. Any of those taking your fancy, Ash? Anyone you know? Anyone you recognise? Loving the fact that they got a French goalkeeper. Doesn't look like there's anyone real. Not really sure. I need to continue my search for an attacking midfielder. Yeah, Jack, everyone's in this. I've gone 10 tiers down, so that's why I'm Longwell Green manager. Like, I was going to be... that's not a bad shout, Ash. Let's go back... Oh. Let's go back to Brislington. Elliot Plummer, is this the one you said? Potentially. I mean, there's Tristan. I mean, he doesn't play in the positions that I play him in, but I remember this guy when he was at Bristol City, and obviously now running Gogglebox in the with his brothers. So let's have a look at what Jack said. Lodway. Yeah, don't go that far down, Jack. Can I just get rid of that? Jack Sell. See, there's going to be Lee Moore, no, Sam Ives. I keep looking at these same players and I can't remember what their attributes are like. Although now I've got staff, I can bring in people on trials. And I can see what the coaches then think of these boys. Like, this is the thing, like, I don't really want loads of old boys. I'd rather players who can, like, actually run a bit. So let's offer Harry Horton a trial as well. Let's now look at right midfielders who can dribble. I mean, I'm leaning towards Danny Dyer already. I've not even looked at his name. Transfers, Terence Sadie will offer you a trial. Jonathan Thorpe, okay, but nothing too severe. Danny Dyer is dead. So we will continue and see if any of these boys want to come in. Yeah, it's an interesting question, Ash, about Bath. I did have a look at Bath City earlier. And whilst they're under 23s, it's basically the same sort of situation as mine. Like, they're not... Jake Paranello? Maz's relative, maybe? I don't know, like, there's so many options. Like, I could offer any of these people a contract, but I think there's, like, genuine, like, free agent players out there who are better. So if given those two deals, these guys are coming in on a trial so we can see what they're like. I mean, they're all... Potential Vanarama National is Sadie, right. Yeah, you're getting a deal, mate. You're getting a deal. Star player, sure, whatever. Selfish, who cares? Unused substitute fee. I know it's only £6, but... Come on. You can go 100. 100 and a £45 goal bonus. Come on. That looks like Sadie's there. Got another trial coming in. Now I need to make a decision. Bet Victor, Division 1 South. I mean... yeah, cheers, Jack. Needs a trip to IKEA. My favourite. And Louise's favourite. Needs to work in the heading department, £40. £2 unused substitute fee. I still can't afford it, my dude. Let's offer you a deal. Boardroom. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was what you were going to mean, Jack. Let's bring in some... This geezer wants £20 a week. Come on in, mate. I'm quite excited. Need to try... Well, I got to win something first, guys. That's all I'm going to say. You don't want to get too far ahead of yourself. I need more defenders, I think. I mean, obviously I'm not going to use a defender who can dribble. So let's just find a lump of a centre-back, like Aidan Flint type. Absolute beanpole, but loves a header. Drew Ricketts. Quite like the look of you, although I am a little bit worried that you've only got one technique, mate. Let's have a look at some of these guys. Ben Birch. I'm just flicking through some of these guys here. Drew Ricketts seems pretty good, but he's only 5'11". Was that Owen Roberts, who I thought looked quite decent? Let's knock this down. Can you give me heading and marking of 12? Jamie Kilkenny, what do you look like, sir? Ash, to be honest, if any of these players leave me, because they're all on non-contracts, I'm not going to get anything for them. And at the moment, I've not got the finances to say to any of these guys, just be like, yeah, go on, just stay. Just stay and sign like a professional deal with me, even though I'm in the 10th tier of English football. Let's offer this guy a trial as well. I'd like versatility and fullbacks who can play on both sides. This guy again, not too bad. Let's offer him a trial. Ben Cole, no. No. Offer this geezer a trial from Germany. Okay, so 2 more trials are in. I'm trying not to look at the star ratings because it seems like my coaches can't say how good anybody is. They're just like, yeah, he's amazing. I'll offer him another go. Regional Prem. Let's get some more of these guys. Dan King. Not too bad. What level? Regional Prem again. Regional Prem left back. I really need to watch these unused substitute fees. I think there's Pickerel, because that looks like the sort of thing that would just bleed me dry. Where is this German guy? Would do a job as your coach's mindset. Yeah, you're not wrong. Let's send a scout to this game. England Players Association. Toby Wells and I mean, if my assistant can come back and recommend literally anybody for that, I'd be happy with it. Yeah, go on, boys. Right, I think this is almost going to be the first instance of my team almost actually getting a game. Hella trials in there, though, isn't there? Time to take on Wealdstone. Under 18s manager. Albert Waldron, sure. Come on in, bro. Director of football, probably not. I don't think it's worth it at this level. New green signings to be unveiled. This is going to be a long press conference, so I'm just going to fire through them all. There's been a high turnover of players. I understand, Ross, there's been a high turnover of players. I get it. Don't you worry about it. Let's take a look. I think I need a guy or guys that can play left and right. Just hit me with someone who can dribble the ball. Chip in Sodbury, I can take a look at that in a sec, Ash. That is for sure. I think some of these guys could be the one, but obviously I'm going to need backup in a lot of these positions. I am so tempted to just get Danny Dyer. Charlie Ware set to go on trial with Longwell Green. Let's see then. Charlie Ware, shock, star player. Bet Victor, Division 1. Oh, Mangotsfield. Toby Rennie, I recognise that name. Sakani Simpson, I think. Jack, you might recognise Sakani Simpson. That's why. Bristol City at some point. Who else? Polton Rovers. Who did you want me to check, Ash? Chip in Sodbury. This guy looks good. There's Bristol Manor Farm as well. Ashley Kington. We'll have a look at him. Lewis Lee Gilchrist as well, ex-Bristol Rovers. Ollie Mayhew, again, ex-Bristol Rovers. Yeah, you're right, Jack. I don't think he ever... Yeah, I've just gone through Mango. Did he go to school with you, Ash? Yeah, that's the one. Right, Ash, you said Chip in Sodbury. Again, it doesn't look like these are legit players unless your mate's any one of these three. Seems like you need to be in the same sort of level as like Mangotsfield or something to actually pull in the real players. Pre-season report, Cheddar. The Cheesemen. Yeah, Jack, I'd love to pull in some of these players, but obviously they're at a much higher level than me. I mean, Wealdstone, National League South, they're like 5 levels above me, so to lose 4-2, I'm not actually too disappointed in that. Obviously, this period of time is just to pull in and improve our overall balance. If I can get this somewhere near... Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well, Ash. Mango seems like the lowest sort of tier that's all legit. So the overall balance is up to £907 now. Obviously, the ratings on some of these people, now I've actually signed them, the assistant report is a little bit different. Obviously, I need squad players. Here comes Terence Sadie then, Ash. This is the one for you. This playlist is good, man. Terence Sadie, here he is. I'm really impressed with him. I've had worse players at Bath. There have been no good performances worth noting in training. Awesome. Let's get someone. Let's create a new assignment for this guy. I want you to find me players at the end of contracts that can fit this as a first team player ongoing. Come on, Glenn. I back you to do some good work here. I want this right back. Emergency backup, sure. £20 a week. Not even a week, £20 a game. I need squad depth. I've just noticed as well, Jack, Man City have made it 2-0 against Brighton, so it looks like you're going to have to keep going for the last man standing, man. I want to know what our assistant is saying our team depth is like now. I've still only got one player who can play on this side, which is not good. Yeah. So I need a little bit more depth at goalkeeper. I need a little bit more depth at right midfielder, and I need another striker. Yep. Hey, Jack, man like Morps can turn up with a goal anytime if he's playing. I don't know if he is playing. Is Morpay playing? At least Sterling scored though. That's good for my fantasy football. Oh, have you seen the team that Brighton are playing? They got Pascal Gross up front. Morpay's on the bench. That's not good for my fantasy football. Yeah, there we go. Right, okay, so I've already forgotten what I need. Let's try. I want me a striker. Let's see if I can get. Is it 4-5-1 then, Jack, as live score just lied to me? Trossard? I thought Connolly's a striker. Ah, okay. Under 18s manager sorted. This geezer's gone to FC United. Luke Hurst. Another player in. Under 18s manager there though. He's a poacher. He's not quite what I'm looking for. But he is basically free. £60 a week if he plays. Jesus. Everybody's got their price. Yeah, why not? Ash, I would love to stay up and watch the UFC. Is it 1 AM? Because it's in Dubai rather than the US. Oi! We've beaten a team. In pre-season. Do you think Masvidal's going to win, Ash? He's a psychopath. Didn't he lose like 20 pounds in like 4 days to play? Main card starts at 3. Yeah, I'll be watching that in the morning then. I won't be getting up. Yeah, McGregor's the only draw that will make me get up at that time of day to watch it. I do like Masvidal though. Surplus to requirements. Yeah, Usman is an animal. You're not wrong there, Ash. It was, yeah, £20 in 6 days. Mate. From someone who's been trying to shed weight myself, that's nuts. That is nuts, I'm telling you. Right. Jamie Kilkenny. I think I've got a decent team here. Jamie Kilkenny can go, but I want this guy. But you want... I can. 300 a week. Yeah, I need to watch more UFC, to be honest. I do enjoy watching it. Really seems like Dana White and that have got it together. Yeah, you're not wrong, Ash. I think I need to find at least one more right midfielder. That's a good shout, actually, Jack. I'm just going to offer trials to a lot of these guys. Yan Pham. Lewis Yan Pham, you're getting a trial. Lee Trundle. Wow. I'll offer him a trial. Bagsman for Lanny Town. .300 career goals. Remember that goal? Hello. Sorry guys, I've just been joined by the dog. Hey, do you want to come say hello to people? Here's the dog. Hey. He's at Ammanford, Ash. Do you want to sit on my lap? You can sit on my lap, Rocky. Come on then. Yeah, I know, Louise is out, isn't she? What do you reckon then? Lewis Yan Pham? Jack, I don't understand why you think he's such a don, like... Ryan Blackman, no. My scouts are pulling in dead players, that is for sure. Trundle! I'm surprised you two are saying that as Bristol City fans. I genuinely thought he was terrible for City. Yeah, these scouts are pulling in some awful, awful players. I guess I could still look and see who would join. Oh, you were talking about Rocky. Yeah, well, Rocky is a Don. You're not wrong, Jack. Hashtag United. He's not a bad goalkeeper, actually. Nuneaton, Brad Booker, no. Another hashtag United player. Yeah, Jack, that's the only thing he did though, mate. I know that's all he needed to do. I know that's all he needed to do. That one goal is like ample enough. Ash, you got to be careful talking about Lee Tomlin. I don't think Jack's a big fan of Lee Tomlin. Do you reckon? I mean, what do you reckon? 40 years old, centre back, right back, Pascal Chimbonda. I mean, Chimbonda's not having it, Ash. Good shout though. That's the sort of level I need players at. So that striker didn't come in, Hurst. He went to Poole, I think. So I need to find another striker. There's no way I can get a striker with 14 finishing. I need another forward. That is for sure. I don't think these guys are any better though. I don't care about passing. Technique, no, no. Dribbling, finishing, first touch. If I can whack composure in there and I can get someone in around the 10 and 11 mark, that is perfect. Doesn't look like I can bring him in. This guy looks decent. Right, okay, let's get through some of these preseason games. Way too focused on bringing in as many players as humanly possible. I've just noticed that Jan Pham has been approached by Hartlepool. Which is not good. Dave Tarpey. Not from Woking, Ash. We'll add him though. We will definitely add him to the list. Jersey Bulls are trying to sign Jan Pham as well. I have a feeling he's not going to be a Longwell Green player, guys. It's going to be a difficult one. He's injured anyway. Okay, well, we've beaten Truro. You know, that's not too bad. Chesham Rovers have lost to those in a game before. Yay. Joe Loftus-Cheek. Weston. Scott Laird. Good player. Luke Pennell. Always a good goalkeeper. Wow. Jamie Lucas. I used to love Jamie Lucas. I thought he was a really good player. Bristol Rovers youngster. Keep rotating through. Big game against Yeovil now, pre-season. We'll let those coaches do that. On loan at Hull. What? I thought maybe Yeovil would be able to provide me with something decent. Now, losing 1-0 to Yeovil at home. Razvan's injured again, second time since he's signed. 2 more games against pre-season, then I'm taking on Portishead Town. I'm actually quite happy with that squad depth. Obviously, I've still got a couple of trialists in there. Ash, this is the thing. Like, I wanted to do Keynsham Town because obviously, as you know, I can walk to their stadium in about 10 minutes. But they're the division above. So yeah, Jan Pham goes to Hartlepool. I'm not surprised by that. And he's worth 23k. Cheers, Ash. Thanks for coming, man. Been really helpful. Just chucking all these players' names towards me. That's what I needed. Can I hire a chief scout with 4s? gonna have to, aren't I? Always set a lower bonus for cups. The league is obviously the priority. See, now this is what I'm talking about. My scouts are actually starting to pull me in good players who are going to be up at the end of the season. This is a completely different challenge for me though. Like, obviously I've done lower league management before on Football Manager, but I've never gone 10 tiers down. Wonder how the club balance is doing. Not great. Need to start having some of these league matches. Jack, it's going to be a long old slog, that's for sure. I'd love to do it in 10 seasons. That'd be the dream. Doing it in 10 years. FA Cup first preliminary round is made. I'm just going to draw all the teams because there's so many in here. I'm not even going to find it. Who are we playing? Peterborough Northern Star. Sure. I mean, obviously, they want us to get to the second preliminary round. So, Longwell Green sports games moved. What did I... Oh, it's just 2 games. That's not too bad. We can handle 2 games in a week, I'm sure. That's a draw with Winchester. It's not great. I don't know where they are. They're in the same division as Bolton. So that's not too bad. To be honest, I was quite tempted by Lebeck United as well. Team to be. So, if we get promoted into the Western Premier, where you'd have Brislington, Clevedon, Cribs. Interesting. Cadbury Heath, Hallen, Keynsham, obviously. Be interesting to see how we get on in this first league match. Portishead Town. Some of the guys that I work with will be all over this. Tommy Hull is the man who will be skipper, that's for damn sure. God, this is taking an absolute age to advance here. Right, let's send a quick tweet. We are going to say Man City 3 now, Jack. Let's get that. Raheem Sterling heads home Riyad Mahrez's cross. I'm actually impressed with how we've been in pre-season, to be perfectly honest. I think we've been doing pretty well. Jack, you reckon Man City Wednesday? Not bad. We'll have the county leagues, we'll scout those as well. And we'll have a look at the under 23s league to play that. FA Cup and Carabao Cup I'm not worried about. There's going to be no one playing in those competitions. I don't think that is going to warrant joining tier 10 or even tier 9. Woo! New sponsorship deal with a local company. The deal is set to be worth £700 per year over 2 years. Yeah, Jack, that's what you got to do, isn't it? Here we go then. Managerial debut. Nice. The board are letting me do a coaching course. So I'm hoping that will improve my abilities. Let's give Charlie Lawrence some praise here. It's nice to actually just be able to to play through a save and not have to worry about recording videos or where you're going to come back, what we're going to talk about. It's 4-0. Is that Raz with his fourth? Bernardo Silva. Right. Let's quickly add in these set piece takers. I have no one good at any of this stuff at all. Do I have any good penalty takers? Happy with that? Right. Here we go then, first game of the season. I wish all of these guys would have faces. Looks like I can only have 5 subs as well. So we are Dorr, Hutchins, Crabtree, King, Pickerel, Sadie, Hall, Gow, Lawrence, Bursley, and Bollard is our starting 11. Let's just kick off. I want to see what the boys can do. Here we go. Literally nothing going in this game so far, no highlights. Bollard with the corner then. Fair play, Jack. That's our first highlight of the game though. Long range shot. Jordan out to Rig. Holland wins it. We're playing alright. Portishead aren't doing anything. Here comes Bollard. He's through a one-on-one. Yes, first goal for Longwell Green. Dylan Bollard. It's just a long ball through for Milo Hall, but Bollard's off. Off to the races. Good touch to bring that down as well, right on the half-hour mark. We're gonna say cool. We're gonna go cautious now. We've got an injury. Who do I want to bring on? Horton or Sell? Let's go with Horton. Hall on the ball in the centre midfield. Sees Bollard again. Oh, Dylan Bollard makes no mistake. This guy. I forgot how much. How much is your goal bonus? 15 a goal. Okay, I can take that. I can handle 15 quid a goal. Especially if he fires us to promotion. So there's half time. 11 shots, 6 on target, 2 goals for us, 60% possession. Doing pretty well so far against Portishead Town. I'm going to say that I am happy with you. Bollard the difference with the 2 goals. Got to throw deep in the Portishead territory. Hall's there, unmarked. Back to Sadie. How's he missed that? That'd have been for the hat-trick as well. Extra cool 45 quid in the pay packet of Bollard there, but missed the sitter. Corner comes in and Crabtree heads over as well. "70 minutes gone. Portishead not really offering anything here. Goalkeeper finds the winger out on this side, but we've got the pressure on. Horton's there. If Bollard could make a move, he could get his 3rd goal here. That's an awful pass. Recovers well. Harry Horton running through the pitch on his ones. Back to Lawrence. Good spray all the way across the goal. Awful effort. Dylan Bollard's there. This guy. If he's not top goal scorer this season, I'll be very, very surprised. He's got 3 in the first game. And as I've got games, I genuinely might bring him off. Is there anyone who's severely struggling for fitness? Not really. Let's just leave it as it is. Looks like Portishead have been taught a lesson by one man here. Hall's playing really well in midfield as well as the deep line playmaker. Crabtree advances. Here's Bollard again. He's not making... Wow, he's made it 4, and that is an emphatic finish as well. Right, Dylan. That's an extra 60 quid. Slow down. Spread the goals out, mate. God, this fly is doing my head in. Milo Hall and Danny Hutchins are looking tired. Well, Hutchins can stay on. We'll take Hall off. Wow, there we go. 4-0 in the first game of the season. Dylan Bollard with all 4. Yes, Jack. He is fierce, man. Bristol Telephones hammering Ashton and Backwell United as well. So we are joint top of the league. Harry Horton was the youngest Longwell Green player. What's up, Joe? How's it going? Announce Matt Tubbs. Let's have a look at Matt Tubbs, shall we? Wow, he's a free agent. Very good shout. Very good shout. I mean, it's difficult to announce or try and sign a different striker when your centre forward's just back 4. You know. Joe, I've been wanting to announce Matt Tubbs for ages. Tubbs rejects Longwell Green. I can announce that. Yeah, this guy. Ex-Leicester City. Well, Joe, as I'm sure you know, that I've announced players that haven't even signed for Rovers, haven't I? So, for those of you guys who don't know, I used to work for Bristol Rovers. I used to work in their media team. And one of the issues I had was that when they signed a lad on loan from Chelsea, they signed a guy on loan from Chelsea called Jake Clark-Salter. So I went onto our photo agency's website because they did photos for everyone and Premier League games as well. It's not just Bristol Rovers. They did a lot of that. And then on the announcement graphic, bearing in mind this player had signed and I'd not met him. He never came to the Memorial Stadium. Never seen him. I just took the tag on the image for granted, and so basically I announced Jake Clark-Salter using an image of Ruben Loftus-Cheek, as Joe just said in the chat. So yeah, not great. Right, I'm sorry, I got at Gozzy. Let's save that. Let's see what Gozzy says. Right, we're going to tweet that to Jake Goslin. Yeah, Joe, I did see his tweet today. A friend of mine sent it to me. I don't know what he's doing. There's some interesting players for the Gibraltar national team, that's for sure. Yeah, Dave, I think he is the leading goal scorer still. I mean, I may be wrong, but I doubt Gibraltar score a bunch load of goals. I may be wrong, as I said. Let's see, if he wants to come in, I'm happy to bring Gozzy in. Second game of the season then, away at Almondsbury. Set piece. Set pieces win championships. Crabtree, ball all the way across. Oh, post. Drop down to fourth. God, some teams are handing it out at the moment, it would seem. He's offside, surely. That's an unbelievable save if he's not offside. Unbelievable save from the Almondsbury keeper there. We're applying the pressure though. I can feel something coming. Ooh! Crossbar again. We're doing well, 62% of the ball. Bollard with the corner. Oh. Interesting goal kick there. Right back. Yes, good. Into Crabtree. Bollard's on his ones, into the penalty area. Ah, post again. Pickerel, Hall, gets fouled. Hall with the cross. Another crossbar. Have I got woodwork in here? I haven't, I'm gonna. Hit the woodwork 3 times in 30 minutes. Guy with the cross in. Hall to King. We're just pumping balls into there now. Almondsbury offering very little. How's Rocky getting on? Yeah, he's doing really well, man. He's asleep somewhere downstairs. I thought he'd be up in this room somewhere, but he's not. He's doing really well. Need to groom, but he's doing really well. Thank you. How's your dog doing? What? Switching off. I said I'm pleased. I think you're dominating them. Another corner though. Guy with the corner. Hit the woodwork 4 times, man. Thanks, Jack. You'd like to think so with the money that's gone into the PC. Yeah, that's ideal, and it's even better the fact that I'm streaming it as well. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not one of the like It's not one of the highest. Oh, we finally scored. As I'm looking at WhatsApp, it's not one of the. Yes, it's not one of the highest frame rate games. Yeah, Joe, does your dog do the same as well? Just like loves curling up at the bottom of your bed? Because Rocky does that every night. 2-0. Charlie Lawrence. See, set pieces are so vital in this game. How much is this game? Good question. Honestly, I don't know right now. I got mine from CD Keys, which was 20 something pounds, I think. Let me have a look for you. Right, supports. Yeah, so I just had a look on CD Keys for how much this game is. You can get it on CD Keys for $16.99 right now. Let me just put the link in the chat. I mean, 16 quid for this game is unreal. And then obviously the database that I'm using right now to get into the 10th tier of England, you can find in the description of this video. I just realised we've scored another goal out of the corner of my eye. Joe, do you let your dog sleep in the bed with you? We usually put Rocky in the kitchen, but like if there's a period of time where I'm away or I've gone out for the evening or whatever, Louise will always put Rocky in bed with her until I get home. I've not really been paying attention to this game whatsoever. Oh, Milo Hall with the Thunderbolt. I'd like to think that the first year should be relatively decent. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Rocky would sleep in our bed if we let him, 100%. I'd just be worried about, like, Charlie Lawrence, another Thunderbolt there. I'd be worried about squashing him, to be perfectly honest. Need to turn that down. So we've run out 5-0 winners there. Top of the league, eh? Took a little bit of time. Little bit of time to make the breakthrough. I need to make sure how much my goalkeeper's on for a clean sheet bonus. Gozzy! Gozzy. I mean, Emirates FA Cup first pre-qualifying round. Up next, Peterborough Northern Star. In this game, I've just read this and it basically said that they might as well not bother turning up. They're in a league with Loughborough Uni, with 2 draws in their 2 games this season. Joe, do you reckon you're going to get another dog? Little bit of praise there going into this game. To be honest, Dave, I think this team could actually cut it in the league above. That's kind of what I always try and strive for. I always try and build a team that will play better at the level above where I'm at. I'm going to say I expect nothing more than... I want to win. We want the win. FA Cup is where the money's at. King, get there. Ah! Score, but Dan King's offside. Got the ball inside our own penalty area there. Go for the clearance, but it comes straight back. Press, press, press. What do you mean by jealous, Joe? Does he get like protective of you? Does he want to just like... Because Rocky does that, especially like since lockdown and stuff, when we go out and there's been other people, he would sort of like get a little bit like barky and like a little bit defensive around like me and Louise. Yeah, so this database, Joe, is 10 tiers. So I've picked this division, and there's loads of divisions in the 10th tier. But obviously, I've just picked the one that is allows me to be a team that's in this area, basically. Again, we've been the better team here against Peterborough. Bollard with the corner. We've got the penalty. Bollard to earn himself 15 quid here. Up he steps. And slots. That's good. We need to progress in the FA Cup, man. As far as we can. If we can get to the first round, I'd be absolutely ecstatic with that. That'd have been the first goal that we conceded this season. Jacob Joyce offside. Yeah, that makes sense, Joe. Rocky's the same. He's definitely the same with Louise's parents' dogs as well, for sure. Just wants to get involved. But then it's like Rocky's the same, he just like wants attention. Advancing in the FA Cup, we'll take that. Nice victory, I don't care if it's come from the penalty spot. I don't know how many... Does anyone know how many preliminary rounds there are in the FA Cup? 2.25k. Money. I need to figure out this sort of stuff about... Is the squad dynamic turned around already? Yeah, it has. Nice. Liverpool top of the Premier League. Four preliminary rounds. Les Phillips Cup. Sure. Westbury. Nice. Yes, you are. Yes, you're right, Joe. I should know. I was. I worked that game. Yeah, you're right. 25 season tickets at Longwell Green. When football starts again, man, I think I need to go to a Longwell Green game. Another league game coming up then. Emirates, these qualifying rounds come thick and fast. Oh, Raheem scored again for Man City. This is good for the fantasy football. Playing the team this in 8th next. Couple of injuries, but nothing too severe. I actually really enjoy this KSI song. Let's have a look and see how the fantasy football's doing, shall we? Raheem on the 18. No, Jack, I think Joe was right. I think there is 4 qualifying rounds because, as he said, when Rovers were non-league, they played in the 4th qualifying round against Dorchester. Is that correct, Joe? I don't know if you would have gone to that game. I did, but I think it was Dorchester. I want to say it was like 7 or 8-1 as well. Tripping my revenues. God, these menus are taking ages now. Yeah, I remember that interview with Addons. Yeah, Jack, that'd have been when you were at Maid, right? I think that would have come from the analyst, that footage at Dorchester. I can't fully remember. I think I'm going to need to add some more players to this squad. Here we go then, third league game of the season. We are flying. Dan King with his first goal of the season. Young centre-back. These games, I just need to fire through them and get as many done as possible. Bollard with another corner. Ooh. Here comes Hall. That's a good challenge, actually. Oh, look at the spray on the boy. Out to Gal. Into the left back, into Hall. Look at this. Sign us up. Send us up. Strike. Strike it. Oh. Close but no cigar there. Hall powering through with the ball here. Oh, I thought that was going to be Bollard through there. Do you see Lawrence jump for the ball there and then just completely miss it? Good. Out to the right back. Swings it in. Cameron Gow, first goal of the season for him. This is why we need to keep progressing in cup competitions. The league isn't gonna pay our bills, you know. Bollard advancing into the penalty area, decent save, but that is the sort of chance we should be scoring more of. How's that not a clear-cut chance? Unreal. Going into half-time, looks like it's going to be another team, another set piece, come on! Looks like it's going to be another game where the opposition don't even really have a shot of note. 3-0 up at half-time, Bollard's in, Smashes the post, gets the rebound, 15 quid for Dylan Bollard. I think I might just call him £15. Set his nickname. This team is going to cost me an absolute fortune in goal bonus. Wells 1-0 up against Portishead. They're forced into a couple of changes there. Hutchins with the throw. We score set pieces, man. It's just the way you set up. Once we've played 50 games, I'm going to look at my stats and post them, and then I can plug my own set pieces video. Bollard again, another goal, 6-0. I guess that is a plus at this level. I don't necessarily need to go out and get players. I can always bring people in, like, when I need them. Let's swap those guys around. Let's have that swap. We'll bring off one of the centre-backs as well. Let's bring off King as he's on a booking. It's nice to be able to just bring on the club captain. Oof, Charlie Lawrence makes it 7. Just promote us already, guys. Just promote us already. I mean, I don't really know what else I can say there. Great win. Well done. Any W's on Warzone recently? We've been playing a little bit of Warzone. I've just invested in a PC, Joe, so I'm going to be trying PC. So it's going to be interesting. I've never used keyboard and mouse for gaming, like for a shooter like that. So it'll be interesting to see how we get on. It really will. We are absolutely battering teams in here right now. What do you reckon of the nerfs on some of the guns, Joe? Were you a Grow user? Got a big game up against second in the league now. Second in the league, at home. Gozzy being fussy, rejecting Bognor Regis as well. Just ask for an increase in the number of coaches because I want a goalkeeping coach now. We need a goalkeeping coach. I need you to do all of them though, that's the point. Still going with the Growl. Don't blame you. 10s over everything, good lord. Assistant manager at Guildford. Come on, man. Meet me at 65. Yes, goalkeeping coach. Come on. Yeah, Joe, I've heard the Grow's still pretty good. When I heard that the Nerf was coming, I switched to the MP7 off of a recommendation. That was doing pretty well. I must admit, some of the stuff on the PC that you can do with Warzone as well, like altering the field of view. You can pull the field of view out, which could definitely help. Like you can see a bit more. It's quite nice. Right, first versus second. I expect nothing but a win, boys. We are in the Longwell Green, blue and white. Ouch. That is an issue. Milo Hall is probably my best player. Early injury, go with a free kick. Hits the crossbar. Wasn't even a shot. Come on, come across. Guy goes past one. Gets tackled but gets it back. Lawrence. Sadie made the run there. Back to Lawrence. Hull. Out this way. Nice. Good delivery now. Good delivery. Come on. We're playing nice stuff. We're keeping the ball. That's a pen. Good movement from Bollard again there. Time to step up from the spot. No mistake. Whack. 8th goal of the season. £15 in with the goals. He's just earning a living just by being a bagsman. No one can stop this man. Square ball. Oh, that should be 3. Should be 3. Again, Wells offering nothing. Yeah, he's mine, Joe. All of these players are mine. I try to not get loans, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I'd take loans if I had to fill gaps, but all these players are mine. However, the issue being this far down, they're all on non-contract. So, yeah, so they're all on non-contract. So, the issue is, if he starts scoring, someone can just offer him a deal wherever he wants, and he could just go. Him getting injured there, though, that is a worry. Still on attacking. I should probably switch that back to cautious. Good pressure here. Wells doing pretty well with the ball though. Lawrence robs it. Obviously, I'm playing 3 central attacking midfielders up front at the moment. Didn't have a striker on the bench. Up the line to Sadie. Hull with the ball. Harry Horton's definitely offside. What level do I need to reach until I can start offering part-time deals? Well, I know they do it in the National League South. So I imagine maybe a couple more below that. So I reckon that'd probably be 7th or 8th tier, probably. Yeah, so it's not ideal. I had a couple of injuries this game, which is not good. Nice close control there by Lawrence. This guy, he's just scored an absolute worldie, and he's going straight off because he's got knock. Need to look after these players. Sadie with the ball. Into Lawrence. Lawrence has basically been pulling the strings here. All over the top to Gow. We want 5. Come on. Okay, well that is the team that was second in the division. Dispatched of them like we have everybody else this season so far. Greens meet expectations in dominant win. Pulled ankle ligaments is not ideal. Hamstring strain is not ideal. Bruised ankle's fine, you can run that off. Started the season pretty well, haven't we? Let's have a look at all the stages. 20 goals for, no goals against. 12 points from 4 games. It's going pretty well. Emirates FA Cup tie now, so that's a big one. Because if you look at our finances, we need it. I mean, obviously, I'm underspending in my wages, and there comes the goalkeeping coach. I'll ask him to recommend a sign-in, but let's see if I can find another striker. Who can, my dude? Who can? That's the question. No, the reason I went for YouTube is obviously because I've got a much smaller audience. So I just wanted to keep everything kind of in the one spot. That's basically it. You know, to me, it just made sense to have everything in the one place. All my content in the one spot. YouTube are obviously trying to grow that as well. Obviously, Twitch is the big market leader, and everyone knows that really. You know, I just felt that the YouTube fit was right, to be honest. We need another good striker. I'm trying to get this guy in before this cup game. Everyone seems to be playing pretty well. Good morale. Understanding the formation pretty well, which is good. Oh, wait. Did I just see Emirates FA Cup first qualifying round? So I'm in the preliminary, so I'm going to have 6 rounds to go through if I want to get to the first round. So these 2 preliminaries and then the 4 qualifying rounds. Yeah, I didn't think I would be able to pick a trial list, and the other 2 are injured, so we're going to have to just go with this. I reckon I've probably got about another 20 minutes in me. We've been on a good run lately, so go out there and impress me. Against Langley, I didn't look and see how they're getting on. Just because I think we should just be steamrollering people. However, we don't have a striker. So waiting for the highlights to come in, half an hour gone, nothing. Langley are actually testing us a little bit here though. Hutchins robs the ball there. Ball up to Lawrence, who advances into the penalty area. Nice strike, but off target. They're not going to hit the target every time at this level. Let's encourage them. They're in good spirits. We're playing well. We've not conceded a goal yet this season. With the throw then. Throw comes in. Flicked on. Lawrence is there. 1-0. Charlie Lawrence. 4th goal of the season. I can't remember. Let's have a look. Oh, he's on a 25 quid goal bonus. That's going to be irritating. So we flick back to cautious. Joe's asked, going back to announcing Loftus-Cheek, did Rovers ever make you knock up a graphic for a new signing only for it to fall through and not go ahead? No, that never happened. I will say though, like, the media team were always the last people to be told anything really. I mean, obviously everything was really hush hush, or as much as it tried to be. The secretary was always really good. He'd let either myself or my boss or something know beforehand. But when I say beforehand, I mean like as they're about to walk into the building. And you can understand why. I mean, at the time, there was so many leaks at the club. Like whenever, like the one that really sticks out for me was trying to bring in Rory Gaffney, like after the loan spell. So when Rovers brought him in permanently, that was just horrendous. Like you had people in the car park trying to like take photos of him, and like what a challenge that is, by the way. Yeah, you had people in the car park, and it was on social media before I'd even seen him. And then he walks in the office. I'm like, oh, you're right, Gaffs. You took your time to come in from the car park. Do you know what I mean? There will always be people who are willing to try and find good penalty from Sadie. There will always be people who are trying to like find out the gossip and try to be the first to put it on Twitter or put it on social media. And that's going to be the case at any club, to be honest. Let's watch this highlight through. Jesus. Long throw. Ah, King, you've got to score that. I know you're a centre-back, but I don't care. You've got to score that, man. Let's make a few changes. Another long throw, potentially. Yeah, there we go, King. It's almost as good as the one you should have scored earlier. Ball out to Sadie on the right. So poor finish, or poor effort at a finish from the winger. Looks like we are going through into the first qualifying round. Here it is then, yeah. First qualifying round, second, third, fourth. Round will be drawn tomorrow in-game. 2.89k. Helps with the finances, as I've been saying. Always praise the players. I need to download that other bit of my face pack. I've got 3 of the 4. Team records for days. Longest winning run. Least goals conceded. "24 goals scored in all competitions." Looking forward to this FA Cup run going on, to be honest. East Thurrock United, what division are they in? Bet Victor Eastman Premier Division. And they're top. I was confident of advancing a little bit further, but this could be interesting. Although I'm not too worried about any of their players, to be perfectly honest. My match against Warminster has been rearranged. Sherburn, Corsham, East Thurrock. Who knows what the build-based FA... Oh, the FA Vars, that's fine. What's the other cup one that I'm in? The Les Phillips Cup. Who knows? Who knows? I've got no idea what that competition is. Another striker in. And Tetley. Good striker. "5'10" target man. Okay. I want to try and get to that FA Cup game before I call it a day. I'm starting to get really tired now. I went out last night, had an awful night's sleep. It was interesting going into Bristol and seeing what was being done in town and what the protocol was and like how you had to go about stuff and how people were sat. And we went to the old Duke, and they did a really good job. Actually, they did a really good job. Obviously, they're going to do as much as they can to make sure that they remain open. Yeah, so went to King Street, Joe. And that's it, Jack. Yeah, it is. I mean, like, as I said, like, they had like the one-way system running through the pub. All the seating was outside. Let's see how Fundy gets on in his first game for the club. Yeah, so like they had a really nice setup actually. They had it all like marked off in the pub as well when you went in to order. It was all like plastic cups and stuff like that. Everyone was sat outside, as I said. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good, and it was good. Like we saw, I saw some of the guys from work. A couple of us took a half day, went in town, and yeah, it was good. It was good to see everyone. Yeah, Joe, I think you'd be absolutely fine on King Street, man. King Street Brew House was busy. They've got like an outdoor bar set up. So like they've opened, or they did. This is what they did yesterday. They opened like the side windows, and then they put like a few steps up, and you can go up there and you order your drinks there. So no one kind of even goes into the pub itself. Small bar looked rammed, as you would expect. As I said, the old Duke was pretty busy, but we got there at like 2:30, so we were in like prime spot. Depends what sort of time you were thinking of going down, to be honest. I don't know if you guys saw that. That was the worst goal I've ever scored. It's up there for sure. Fundy with his second of the game. Good debut for the man. Got a table booked at Brewhouse. Yeah, that's cool. How long have they let you book it for? Is it like a 2-hour slot? Good work from Sadie. Good strike. Seconds. Dribble straight at the keeper. Horton with the ball, centre circle, into Lawrence. I'm really liking Lawrence here. He's just what I need for that central attacking midfield. How does Sadie score that? Yeah, that's a good way to do it, Joe. I think you will get moved on. It seemed like they were like regularly like moving people in King Street Brewhouse, so that's why I would recommend the Old Duke. They didn't move us on. We were just there until we went to go and get some food. I will say a lot of the takeaways and stuff around there were open as well, which was good from a food perspective. Get there. Get there. Nah, bottle job. I'm going to be disappointed if this is the first goal we concede. Good strike. Nice power. No. I was going to say no penalty, don't do it. There it is, that's the first goal we concede then. Reballs with Atletico down to 10 men, what does that mean for you? Is it just you and the one guy who picked Man City? Penalty at the other end. Fundy's going to take it. Hat-trick for him on his debut. Let's make some subs. Dawes fuming that he's lost his clean sheet bonus. Fair play to you, Jack. Sadie makes it 5. Don't know who I brought on. I brought on an attacking midfielder to play right back, but that'll be this game seen out. Victor Fundy with a hat-trick on his debut then. Pleased with your performance, boys. Well done. Sherborne are cast aside, but we have conceded our first goal of the season. Wincanton are also winning out, but the goal difference isn't quite... Oh, they've played 2 more games than us. Ah. Right back's out for a day or 2. Corsham up next. I want to get this game in against East Thurrock, and then I'm going to call it there. Hectic September coming up. What have you seen? Games all over the shop. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 in September. It's not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in 7 in August. So it's not too bad. There goes Rocky. I think that means Louise is just getting home. Upcoming competitions to scout. I don't even know what that Alan Turvey. Don't know what that is. FA Youth Cup we'll definitely take a look at though. And the Under 18s Premier Division Cup. We'll definitely have a look at that. I'm not too worried about the others. Build base FA Vars. AFC Sudbury Reserves. Sure. See, this is the thing, I don't know who any of these teams are. I only know the ones that I'm sort of taking on because they're in this sort of region. B. Pollard's back. resumes full training. Need to get through into the FA Cup as far as we can go. Finances are just like up and down, up and down. It's like they're on the decline, and then it's like, oh, we win in the FA Cup qualifier, and it's like, whoop, straight back up. It's like I find that with my save on the channel, the started from the bottom save. Like with Bath, like we've been advancing in the Carabao Cup, which will be on the channel this week. We've been advancing in the Carabao Cup, and the money in it is awful in comparison to the FA Cup. I need to make sure that I've got that striker on the bench. Yeah, Fundy's on the bench. Nice. So let's quickly get this game in. Do I want the director of football? Probably not. 39, 36, 19, no. No. Back to basically full strength then. To take on caution. Been on a good run recently. Go out there and get another result. Bollard with the ball out on the right. Ball in. Good strike from Bursley. The run keeps going. Strike. Yes. Another good goal for Bursley there. What's his goal bonus? £2. £2 goal bonus. Guy with the ball then. Bollard's looking. Ooh. Gary dancing round his man there. Out to the left back. Cross comes in. Sadie's there. Make it 3 inside half an hour. Dan King with another goal as well. Centre backs coming up trumps here. Another set piece though. That's not actually a bad shout. What's his penalty taking? His penalty taking's 1. Yeah, we're not doing that. I understand what you're saying, Joe, but... Four nil at half time. Just doing well. We're just like demolishing teams at the moment. It's going to be a good game coming up against East Thurrock. Headed over. Sadie goes past his man. Referee's given the pen. Bollard's penalty saved. He's lost himself 15 quid there. He was coming off in a second anyway, coming back from injury. Looks like we're going to roll on then. Another 4-0. Another game, another clean sheet as well. If it does come down to goal difference, hopefully we should be well placed. I'm hoping that all these goals and stuff induce like new sponsors, and like we can request improvements in facilities and stuff, because I'm not necessarily just going to attempt to get Longwell Green promoted as quickly as possible. Whilst that is obviously part of the goal, good save from Door, and whilst that is obviously part of the goal, I want them to be as sustainable a club as possible, you know, so comes from developing the youth facility. Good header. Lewis Spalding, the basketball with a goal. He's done well there. He saved me a decent wedging clean sheet bonus. Bursley out to Sadie. Whipping it in. Fundy scores again. 5-1. As many as 5. Headline going to be 5-star Bath City. 5-star Bath City. 5-star Longwell Green again. Very happy with the way you play, boys. Well done. It was 5-star, wasn't it? 5-star Longwell Green. Smash Corsham as run continues. Best staff in the division. Let's go. Let's get this game in against East Thurrock. And then I will call it there. Been live for over 3 hours, so for you guys that have been here, really appreciate it tuning in for the first one of these. Obviously things are going to grow. Things are going to grow with Longwell Green. So you guys can say you were here at the start. You saw me do all the boring stuff like sign the first team and stuff like that. So East Thurrock then, they've gone down to 4th in their division. Mixed bag. Last 3 results haven't been pretty good, so maybe. This is going to be our biggest test, that's for sure. Milo Hall's almost back as well, which is great. The former West Brom man. These guys have got some faces. Got nothing to lose here is what we've said, but as I said, like, I don't know these tiers as well, so I don't know how far up the tree they are. Playing nice football though. Sadie with the ball. Gets blocked, but he wins it back. Strike. Get there. Oh. We started well. We started well. I don't know if there's replays or what this far down. Seventh tier. Well, we should be getting slapped then. In all honesty. Ooh. We should be getting slapped, if that is the case, Joe. I think we're putting up a good showing against a team that far above us. That's not a good goal kick. Great challenge from Lawrence. It's Foxy, looks like he's decent. Strike, yeah. First time we've gone behind in a game, guys. Can we get it back? And we do. Charlie Lawrence there with the equaliser. Obviously we're away as well, so... And Foxley's equalised. God, I am hella white. I didn't realise it was that bright. Yeah, you're not wrong. Two, 1 down. Going into half time. Not the worst. I'm saying that first half wasn't good enough, but it's probably a little bit harsh. Sadie with the ball. Into the penalty area. Good strike, good save as well. Goalkeeper's doing well coming and claiming these set pieces, I must admit. As he drops one though. Can't capitalise. We're going to stay attacking because obviously we are losing. That's a great save. That's a great challenge. Darren Foxley. Is he any good? He's pretty good. Okay. Gonna have to earn your money now, Steve. I'm just going to make that one change in centre midfield to start. Good save, Dahl. Here comes Lawrence. If we get a goal soon, there's still time to come back. Sadie does well, takes it past his man. Not the best cross. Strike. Charlie Lawrence. Well done, Loza. 3-2, we're still in this. Referee's given a pen. Sensed all the wrong way. Gonna bring Bollard on. Yeah, that's a good goal. Good penalty. I'd rather we didn't concede 5. Be the first time this season, obviously, that we conceded more than 1. One Bollard. Unlucky, good save. I'm gonna have to take Gal off. On comes Ware. Good claim again from the goalkeeper. Their goalkeeper's been really good. We've had 3 clear cuts. Not scored them all. There's another one there. Goalkeeper pulling off worldy saves. Oh, that's awful from the right back. That is full time. Charlie Lawrence doing his bit there. But we come unstuck against a better team. I am pleased, despite that. Need to have a look at that goalkeeper though. Rocks get the better of Longwell Green. More scouting. Seems a decent little player, Jack Addons. We get an extra 2.25k, which does help the old finances. So we're doing pretty well. The board are happy with how things are going. That is our first loss of the season though. So that, guys, is going to be where I'm going to leave it today. I want to say thank you to everyone who came, everyone who stopped by. And we will see you next time. Next time we stream this will probably be Friday. Where we will look to advance through the Western League Division 1 and get Longwell Green promoted. But that's it for now, guys. Look after yourselves, stay safe, and I will see you all very soon.